Hey everyone, for this video we're going to focus on prime and composite numbers. The first thing we need to do is review what is a factor and what do factors have to do with prime and composite numbers. Factors are the numbers multiplied together to get another number, which is the product. So for example, we have 1 times 6 is 6 and 2 times 3 is 6. The numbers multiplied together, 1, 6, 2, and 3, are all factors of 6. So what is a prime number? A prime number is a number that only has two factors, one in itself. If you look at the word prime, the I represents the 1, and the word me represents itself, so 1 times itself. Examples of prime numbers are the number 2, 3, 5, and 7. They're all that number times the number 1. So what is a composite number? A composite number is a number that has 3 or more factors. The number is divisible by a number other than 1 and itself. Examples of composite numbers are 4, 6, and 12. 4 has 1, 2, and 4 as factors. 6 has 1, 2, 3, and 6 as factors. And 12 has 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12 as factors. How can we figure out if a number is prime or composite? There's two ways. The first way is to use a calculator. The second way is to use a hundreds chart. Using a calculator can be very time-consuming, but you'll always get the right answer. The magic number you need to think of is 13. Why is 13 important? You're going to divide your number by every number between the numbers 2 and 13. So for example, if I have the number 15, I would do 15 divided by 2 equals, and put it in my calculator, 15 divided by 3 equals 15 divided by 4, 15 divided by 5, all the way up to 15 divided by 13. So if we're solving this for 15 divided by 2, we're going to get 7.5 or 7 5/10. Because that's a decimal, that means that that number is not a factor. 2 is not a factor of 15. But if we do 15 divided by 3, we get the answer 5. Whole numbers mean that that number is a factor. So 15 has a factor of 3 and 5. So because 15 has the factors 3 and 5, it is a composite number. If you were to go through and divide the number from 2 to 13 and all of your answers were decimals, that would mean it is a prime number. When you're using a hundreds chart to determine if a number is prime or composite, there are 5 steps that you have to follow. The first step is to cross out all the multiples of 2. Remember to skip the number 2 because it is prime. So I went ahead and crossed out all the multiples of 2. If you notice, every even number is crossed out on the hundreds chart except the number 2. The next step is to cross out all the multiples of 3. Remember to skip the number 3 because it is also prime. The third step is to cross out all the multiples of 5, 7, 9, and 11. The fourth step is to star the number 1 because it is neither prime nor composite. Because 1's multiples are 1 times 1, so 1 is its only factor, it makes it neither prime nor composite because it only has one factor. The numbers that are left, the numbers that have not been crossed out, are all of your prime numbers between 1 and 100. So just to recap, prime numbers have 2 factors, 1 in itself. Composite numbers have 3 or more factors, and the number 1 is neither prime nor composite since its only factor is itself.